Hello and welcome to my cake kitchen. My name is Gladys, and over here I make simple baking tutorials to help you navigate cake decorating and baking easily. I also create simple baking sessions live, and today we've been on a roll. These cupcakes you see right here, quite a few of those were baked in an earlier live session that is actually live on the channel here. I have hardly edited those. And the reason for baking them was because I had cupcakes, a large order cupcakes, I think about 100 cupcakes, split between two different clients that is going out tomorrow. So I thought I'd bring you along the baking process so we can talk you through the process techniques, the recipe itself, just so that you are informed enough with information if you love baking and you want to undertake your own baking at home. The good thing about these live sessions are our goal is to actually test and see the results live. So what happens is we undertake a whole bake. If we need to take a break, we take a break, and then we come back and assess the results of our bake. So in the previous live session, we saw the results of over 70 cupcakes baked. The intention was to try and bake the 100 cupcakes if we could, but baking cupcakes in different batches for a large order had a lot of moving parts, and it's quite repetitive. So we baked a batch of vanilla cupcakes, which were 36, and then we baked a batch of chocolate cupcakes right here, and then we took a break, came back, saw our results. And so the cupcakes you see right here are on the live. You will get to see the entire process unedited. The chat was very engaging, and there are a few suggestions on there for future videos. So I did promise that I didn't know what my day was going to be like, but I was going to come back and then we'll try and decorate these cupcakes that were baked earlier. So essentially the purpose of this live right now, which seems like a baking marathon, is to frost these cupcakes with their accompanying buttercream. The classic vanilla cupcakes are going to be frosted with Swiss Meringue buttercream right here, which is behind me. This buttercream was made yesterday, left to set, and then brought back to room temperature today. What I did was, it is slightly cold in England today, so it wasn't exactly at room temperature, but you can always bring Swiss Meringue buttercream back to frosting consistency by melting a batch of the Swiss Meringue buttercream into your chilled or frozen batch, and then beat it with a paddle attachment, slow the mixer right down, and let it whip until you get a very smooth consistency, which is what I have over here. I have the recipe details, a full video, not even one. I have a couple of videos on. I have a couple of videos about the subject of Swiss Meringue buttercream, and I have created some live about the subject as well. And the chocolate cupcakes are going to be frosted with chocolate French buttercream. I have a video of that also on the channel up here. I will link all those resources in the description box. Whilst I took a break from the earlier live session, my day of work didn't stop. I have continued to work every hour since 3 p.m. when I took that break, and it's almost 10 p.m. So I am completely shattered, but I still wanted to bring you some value so you can get to see what I had done earlier. So if you're new in the chat, hello there. It might seem as though I can't be able to engage if you're in the chat. Leave a hello or hi or with a hand wave emoji. And then if I am able to free my hands, because I'm a one-person production over here, I do all of these things. I set myself up. So there's a limitation about how much I can do. So if I am not talking to you in the chat, there is 28 people. Where have you people come from? That is record number. Thank you for being here. Like, who are you again? Hello? Can you see my shock? Because I love baking, but I don't suppose anybody will be that interested in what I do. There's Stephanie Wilson. There is peanut. Is it peanut? What are you doing? Okay, peanut. I am trying to frost these large order cupcakes. So if you're just getting into the chat, here we are. We have these large order cupcakes that we are going to frost. We had an earlier video live that we did and then baked all of this. So in total, we have about, there is, oh, let me not get my now. There's 84 cupcakes plus 18. Who can do the maths for me? Look, my brain is fried. So I don't want to bore you with too much talking. Let's start the process. So like I said, I have already gone ahead and whipped the buttercream. So I am going to scoop enough in a piping bag. The piping bag has a tip in it and it is sitting in a jar, because what that does is that it gives me room to fill it up nicely. And if you don't want to have air pockets, you want to make sure that when you fill the jar up, you push your cupcakes right down into it. So I believe I have filled enough here, and we are just going to go for it. I'm frosting the first what's the number? Hi Stephanie. Hi all of you in the chat. If you're in the chat, let me just finish frosting these cupcakes and I'll make room and talk to you, because I'm just one person. But whilst you're at it, do me a favor, leave a leave a like in under the video so that YouTube would recommend it to other people who may enjoy baking as well. And what I'm doing here is I am frosting this with just a simple swirl of buttercream. I don't want to overwhelm the cupcake at all. There should be a balance of buttercream on top of the cupcake, as well as a chance to taste the flavor of the cupcake itself. Proportion is really, really important here. So I am just swirling enough. So imagine if we cut this cupcake into two, you have just about enough buttercream there. And say if the cupcake was cut and then made into a sandwich, the buttercream won't overwhelm the sponge at all. Now we've this is used up, so I'm gonna fill up the next one. And believe it or not, even after doing this batch here, my day is still not over. I am going to be making 80 custom logo toppers for these cupcakes. So even though I am tired and complaining over here, my day is far from over. But it's a blessing to be here. Hello. Oh, Ollie. Okay, let's see who is in the chat here. Hello there. Looks really good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you've just joined the chat, do you want to tell me where you are watching from? I am Gladys. I am Ghanaian. I come from Ghana, but I live in the UK. So I am undertaking what you're seeing here from my home-based kitchen right here in the UK. So where are you watching from? You leave that in the chat and I'll come back and acknowledge all of you. Also, whilst you're at it, Atul. Hi Atul, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for your time. Now, we've frosted enough cupcakes here. Can you see? We have enough cupcakes here. The proportion of buttercream to cupcake is great because each cupcake here is going to be topped with a custom logo for the client. The client is launching a product or a different department or something like that. So these are their cupcakes, and the toppers are not prepped yet because there was a delay in postage. So after doing these, I'm going to set them in the fridge whilst I work on the toppers. But I have a trick to working on the toppers which should make them quick and easy. And then we'll get them boxed, ready for tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. delivery. So those are the cupcakes. I'm going to fill the piping bag for the third time. So we are done with these ones. Now, I did think that the buttercream I had was going to be too much, but better, more buttercream than less. The trouble is, after squeezing and squeezing, it's almost hard to fill this up. Right, let's see. How much for one? For a cupcake frosted this simply, you're looking at about £3.15 to £3.50 for one cupcake. So the more custom the cupcake is, the more custom it is, the more expensive. But a dozen cupcakes are about, let's say, 30 to 35 pounds. Does that make sense for you? Oh, Mr. Davy Jones. I could do, but if I were to post cupcakes to Canada, ooh, I don't know how fresh they will remain for travel, even with the best postage. Do you have any ideas? Because maybe, I don't want to make a promise, but maybe if you stick around long enough, one day we're going to be able to post some cakes abroad. I don't know. So if you have suggestions on that, let's see. You never know. You never know. And oh, I'll tell you something I was thinking about today. Because the earlier chat was really engaging and really nice, there were fun suggestions. Somebody suggested that I make a pineapple upside down cake or something like that. So I thought, whilst you're in the chat, do you have suggestions of cakes you would want to see me bake? Yes, I do. I can't seem to pronounce your name properly. Hi there. Is it hello? You know what? I am terrible at names, and especially with the confusion whilst I'm still trying to get through what I'm doing here. Hello there, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you. I don't know where you all 11 people are. Who are you again? I'm excited to have you. Thank you for being here. Where are you watching me from? Leave your country there. Oh, somebody said lemon poppy seed. Oh, honey, I will make a note of that. So far we have a pineapple upside down. We have lemon poppy seed. Okay, you stick around, go subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, okay, so that when I undertake that bake, you will be right here. Another thing, besides leaving the suggestion in the chat, leave it as a comment so I can pin it. Because by the end of the chat, if I go back to looking at suggestions that have been made for me to undertake, I can trace them. Because whilst the lives are engaging and exciting, one thing is that by the time we finish the live, on replay, I cut it down and it's edited. So some of the information might be lost. So for lemon and poppy seed, yes, please. It might not come as soon as you may think, but I am going to schedule the suggestions so that even if it's a weekly bake, we will undertake that so you get to see the outcome of your suggestions. I am really happy to try this with you because it also gives me something to do. And oh, by the way, if you're just joining the chat, hello there. My name is Gladys. I am the baker here. And the person asking if I run my own business, yes, I run a home bakery based business. And I specialize in making custom cakes, cupcakes, and all sorts of things. But you know what? I derive more joy teaching cakes and talking about cakes than actually selling them to people. So yes, that is to answer your question. We've just frosted, I think 42 vanilla cupcakes here. And these cupcakes were baked earlier. There you have it. So those are 42 cupcakes. We've literally finished baking in the time that I've been talking. Right. So now that we've finished the vanilla, and not to talk about the fact that there is still some more vanilla here, but these are going to be slightly colored pink. So I don't know if I want to undertake that whilst I'm here. Oh, is it self-brawn? Ma'am, please, what do you want? Do you want a cupcake? I could post you a cupcake, but unfortunately, not at the moment. So we're going to now get our chocolate buttercream. This is chocolate French buttercream. And the reason is that the chocolate, the base of the chocolate buttercream is French buttercream. And what I've done is I have melted 74% chocolate with parts of the buttercream and created a sort of ganache and whipped it together. I have the full recipe created on my channel here. I'll link all of that in the description box. It is amazing. It is rich because the French buttercream is egg yolk based. So it has a rich, creamy texture and flavor. The mouthfeel is amazing. And it is so adaptable that you can either reduce the chocolate, the amount of chocolate, so you don't have a sickly chocolate overfill, or you can increase the chocolate and get yourself a death by chocolate. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Come on now. Look at this chocolate buttercream right here. It's amazing. So I'm going to fill that too into the piping bag, and we're going to frost these cupcakes. And if you're new in the chat, these cupcakes were baked earlier today on a live. So if you want to see what we did earlier and have more context to what happened, yeah, you want to check back on the homepage live, and then you will see that we have a live video over there. But yes, these are going to be frosted. I'm just going to do a quick, just a knob over there. So this is sort of a variation of the star here. And yeah, that's the annoying thing. I think I have got a chocolate piece in there. Yep. Right. So let's go back to frosting this chocolate cupcake. And hello there. 12 people. Like, who are you again? So a suggestion that lemon and poppy seed can be baked. An earlier suggestion was pineapple upside down. So if you're in the chat and you love baking, or you want to see me bake a particular cake, make a suggestion there and let's vote on it. Is it Nightmare Crow? What are you asking? Like, I can see what over there? I can't see all the chats at the moment, so I'm only seeing bits of that. Right. So what's our chocolate cupcakes looking like? These are going to be amazing. Can you imagine with all of that? These people are going to have fun eating all of that. But we haven't finished. We still have these to bake. So just like that, we are nearly finishing 84 cupcakes. Can you imagine? I didn't think it was going to be that quick and easy. Hiya. Oh, Nightmare Crew, you asking how do you donate? Unfortunately, I haven't I haven't activated my monetization, so I don't know. You know what? Thank you. The intention is so well thought of, and I would love to accept the donation. Perhaps think about something I could do with it. Maybe. I just have no clue. But for right now, one thing you can do for me, just hit the like button on this video. YouTube will make recommendations, send it to people who enjoy baking. Also, it's a no cost to you way to support the channel, right? So you do that. And I haven't activated my monetization at all. This is all new to me. I am just like so happy that I am here, and the fact that you get to join me and indulge me in my passion just blows my mind. I have no idea. I just love to bake, and if I didn't have a camera on, I tell you what, I will still be baking, because there is always baking happening at my home. So thank you. I want to work with you in your business. Oh, is it self brawn? Thank you. Okay, so let's have a chat. What have you got to offer? If you don't want to talk about it on here, look, if you check the channel homepage, there's a link to my website. You can drop me a message there. Let's see how that goes. Look, I am excited to have you here. So thank you for being here. But one way you can support the channel, hit the like button on this video. It is really, really important to me that you do that, because that is a way you don't just watch me, but you support the growth of this channel, because I am fairly new. And even though we are growing steadily, I appreciate every single person. I think we are coming up to 4.5 K. I think we are just about 4.4. So we are not where we need to be, but I don't take it for granted that if I had to put 4,000 people in the same space, that is like an arena of people. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being so supportive. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for being so kind-hearted towards me. You have no idea. You are making a little immigrant girl's dream come true. You know, I live in the UK now. I don't take it for granted that I live in a country like the UK. I don't take it for granted. I was born in Ghana, and I came to the UK whilst I was young. I had a full-time job for a very long time. I worked over a decade. I found cakes in my journey, and it became a happy place that I enjoyed to do this thing that looked so chaotic but came together so beautifully, and supported by loved ones and people who just saw the joy and passion they spurred me on. And it's been trips and falls and peaks and uncertainty, but I am so grateful to be stood here right now with you. So if you're in the chat, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's, whew, now I want to cry. Hiya, it's a pleasure to have you over there. So now let's go on and frost these cupcakes and not turn this into a therapy session. Okay. Nightmare Crew, you want to join my job? Oh, I am a one-man band out here. Do you know how to make cupcakes? Maybe you can come and bake the cakes, and all I'll do is talk about cakes on camera, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a good show, though? Don't you think? That would be amazing. We are still frosting these cupcakes. There are several other options that we could have used to frost these cupcakes, but the client wanted them fairly simple and not overwhelming. So that is just what I have done. I could have chosen to fill these cupcakes up with maybe chocolate ganache or a sort of filling, but client just wanted them plain. So that's why we have those here. There are 18 people in the chat. Like, who are you all 18 people? Like, I cannot believe this is like a number I never thought I would have. I have no idea who you are over there. So thank you. If I ask who are you over there, I'm being sarcastic, of course. Can you see the joy on my face? Can you see I'm happy? Okay. Right. So these batch of cupcakes are now done. I think I just want to top a few more here, like this one, like that one, like this one, like this one. And even with the slight difference in the toppings, I am going to be putting the custom toppers, logo toppers on it. So it will make no difference. So just like that, we've managed to frost all these cupcakes. Look at that. That is a lot of cupcake, isn't it? Now, who wants to eat a cupcake? Now, that's a bit of tease. That is teasing, isn't it? That's horrid. I shouldn't do that. Do you want to eat a cupcake? Okay, now, whilst we're at it, let's talk who is in the chat, what we are saying. I know some people may have left, so, is it Self-Brawn? Is it Self-Brawn? Thank you. Short of you want to eat a cupcake? I could eat it on your behalf, isn't it? Is this your own business? Yes. Self-Brawn, you are so fun-spirited. Oh, thank you. I don't feel that way all the time. I don't. But thank you. It's because I enjoy cakes. Ooh, cakes light my world in a way like nothing else. So yes, thank you though. I'm a bit tired. I've been up since 6:20 today, and I've actually been baking all day. I can tell you what I've done today in terms of the bake. I baked a red velvet cake. I had to edit some cake related videos. I have a recipe that I baked. Is it the day? Was it yesterday? Now I'm confused. No, it was yesterday because this gets so busy. I forget what is where. Yesterday, I baked a new recipe on a live where I adapted a recipe slightly. So I had to take recipe notes of that today and then photograph that. I didn't manage to photograph that. And then I had to go back and edit the live that we did yesterday so that it is watchable on replay. And then came back and baked these cupcakes that we have frosted. So I baked the 2 batches on camera live and then stopped it and then finished with the rest of the bake to top up. So we have nearly 100 cupcakes that were baked today. Then the evening came, other commitments, starting about 5, finished at 8, and then came back, tidied the kitchen to start this live. Can you see I am a very busy woman? That is beside the point. Nightmare crew. I make a lot in my job. Thank you. You know what? It is so kind of you to want to help me. You can do that now by just hitting the like button so that YouTube will continue to recommend this content to other people who might. Amanda, I think I saw you in my earlier live. Amanda, how are you? Hi. Is it you from Germany? Were you? I may have forgotten. I don't want to confuse you, but yay, Amanda, good to have you back. Yay, Nightmare crew. Yes. It is amazing to have all of you here. Now, there's a suggestion here. If you're just joining the chat, we were talking about how to take these lives going forwards. And there has been a suggestion that we can, you, the watcher, you, my friends here, get to make a suggestion. And then what I have to do is come and honor that suggestion and bake a cake. So far we have 2 front suggestions. The earlier live suggested a pineapple upside down bake. And this one, somebody suggested lemon poppy seed. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the chat. Another thing I was thinking of doing, this is just me thinking out loud, right? If you love baking, would you want me to start a live series where we bake on a budget? So you get to choose the budget. I do the shopping and then I come and I bake and I decorate the cake. And then we see if we're sticking to the budget. It kind of gives the live a mission so that anyone who wants to undertake baking, especially as a beginner at home, I'll talk you through my mental process right now because I'm thinking about it. It doesn't necessarily mean it will happen, but this is the value proposition that I am putting up to you. So, all you 8 or 9 people there in the chat, hear me. So, I am just thinking out loud. Of course, I bake, there's always cake happening in my house. So if I wanted to create a live every day, I am sure I'd find an opportunity to do that, even if it's not daily. But I also want the live to be of value to you. So whilst I am just making client cupcakes and I'm here and we're talking cupcakes and having a great time, what I actually want it to be is a sort of value to you. It's not lost on me that having this conversation is some sort of value for you and for me, that we get to connect, we get to know each other, we interact, amazing stuff. But I haven't forgotten that my channel is primarily a baking focused channel. And my intention, my value proposition is to make baking very simplistic for you and valuable enough that if you land on this channel, you know that whether you've baked before or you are in the process of learning or even an advanced baker, there will be something to take from the channel. So saying that, I say all that to say, whilst I can come here and show you the activities in my day, I also want to find opportunities for the baking sessions to be fulfilling for you. So for instance, the baking on the budget series that I'm thinking about, I'm like, if you determine the budget, it should be reasonable because it should be reasonable and affordable for not just myself, which will make it sustainable, but also for, say, future watchers who may watch this on replay, so that people feel confident that if they land on the channel and they see me shop for ingredients, as the ingredients I've shopped for, we talk through the ingredients, how much they cost, where I pick them from, and then we undertake a bake and then we decorate. I am literally handing you a handbook or a sort of manual to where you can start your baking journey from. Because you know what, whilst I've baked for 10 years, I wasn't always a baker. Okay, I started from somewhere. So the suggestions I make and the passion I have to bring a different sort of experience is spurred by my own inadequacies that I struggled with on the platform. So that is saying all that to tell you what I'm thinking about. A new sort of suggestion for live sessions, baking on a budget. But so far there has been suggestions about other cakes you might want me to undertake. So if you're just joining the chat, hello there. My name is Gladys. I am a baker and a cake artist. So I don't just bake cakes. I actually love the artistry of cakes. I have some, even if I say so myself, I have some very amazing cakes on the channel that are edited. My most recent one, which is on Sunday, it was out on Sunday. Have a peek. If you're in the chat here, right? One small way you can support the channel, whether you love cakes or not, just check the homepage, click on the videos, and have a look around and like and share those videos, because that's a good way to support me, right? If you're in the channel, if you're in the chat and you want to support the channel right now, presently or currently, the best thing you can do for me is go have a look at the content, interact with it, leave a comment, leave a suggestion, and I will be greatly, greatly appreciative of that. I have talked enough here. Have you noticed I can talk? My mouth is dry. Okay, okay. So, truly yours. For example, 50 cupcakes for $20 US. 50 cupcakes for $20 US. Right. I'll tell you this for nothing. $20 will probably make 50 cupcakes, but it will not frost the cupcakes, because butter will not, the $20, say in pounds. How much is $20 in pounds? Somebody leave it in the chat there for me, right? For 50, is it, for example, 50 cupcakes for $20 US? I want to make it a little more realistic. So 50 cupcakes, look, I have just frosted 84 cupcakes here, and the cupcake is The buttercream is French buttercream. You have Swiss Meringue buttercream. So what I also don't want to do is I don't want to set unrealistic standards here. Okay. Yeah, 50 cupcakes, for example. I know you're making an example, but since we are discussing the intention, what I don't want to do is I don't want to fall into a habit of unrealistic fads and trends on the platform where you would find a creator buy, say, a short board cake that they know they will never eat. And then they buy short board buttercream just to frost a cake on a budget. The reason I've never bought a short board cake or buttercream in my life, in my baking career, never ever done that because I don't like it. So it will be very disingenuous to undertake such a bake when I know I will not eat that cake, right? The intention here is to set a realistic budget that sources at least affordable ingredients and then makes the cake, because the value proposition is to inform a future watcher or yourself. If you're starting on your baking journey and you want to undertake a bake, I want you to find the video relatable, realistic, and achievable. Does that sound okay? So if you've watched my channel, if you're new in the space, hello there. But if you've gone into, if you've had a peruse of my channel, you will find that I am very particular about two things. I am particular about giving you the right information, giving you the right techniques, giving you the best information out there. But more than anything, I am also particular about the quality of cakes that you are likely to come across. I take my time, and it's something I am incredibly passionate about. It also means that I haven't been able to grow very quickly, and that's okay. All right. So you can see I am getting really heated and passionate here. No, that's not targeted at you. I just want you to see my heart. Okay. So 50. Okay. Yeah. You know what no offense to Walmart, but in I will say this, in the cake baking community, we have done such a disservice to ourselves as a community and also as a society. Okay. Cake baking is an art, it's a skill, it's a learned skill. And a good cake maker, cake artist will stand in tandem with some of your experts who have achieved success in fields of academia, because baking is not just adding ingredients together. If a passionate artist understands their ingredient selections, has a basic knowledge of the science of the ingredients, how they interact, and aims to give you an experience in food form. Now, if we start thinking of cakes like that, we will not be quick to shrug off cake makers. Been I've been fortunate, I would say. I don't know how much this will last, because these internet streets can be unpredictable. But I have been lucky to not have the negativity that comes around about cake prices and all the drama about how much a cake should cost. I've done a few pricing videos, and from the experience of even interacting with my own cake maker community, I find that it's a contentious subject. And I'm like, look, if I'm trying to help and it's contentious, let's leave it out here and go do something that is more fun, right? But as a society, if we begin to see the skill, the hard work behind making cakes, we won't be quick to dismiss cake makers by comparing their hard earned skill and knowledge to, say, Walmart brand or supermarket brands. And that's not deriding supermarket brands. There's there's a reason why they exist, and that is okay, right? But I think as cake makers, we have suffered from the comparison where people almost like devalue what we do by comparing us to supermarkets brands who don't provide you actually the best in terms of value. when it comes to your cake. You get what you pay for. So what I don't want to do is jump on fads and trends that are unrealistic. It does nothing, and it just, I mean, goes a long way to kind of drive the businesses down and our artistry. And I'd like to think that, you know what, even if I don't make money out of cakes, I'm passionate about cakes and I enjoy cakes. If you've seen my channel, I think some of my recent cakes have centered on three-tiered cake top forwards, like 3D cake top forwards, a minion 3D standing minion. That takes time. Okay, so I say all that to say I just want to bring you value, and I don't want to kind of settle short just for the views on that. But that's me today. Come back tomorrow. Let's see how I feel about it. Carlo, Miss Gladys must make really, really good cakes because of her passion. She reminds me of my grandma. She had it, and she just passed away. But now I am. Oh, look at you, Carlos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Look, I'm not the only passionate baker out here. I see a lot of bakers on the platform and outside the platform on social media streets that I admire and appreciate. Look, you'd be surprised the person behind the cake business, right? I have spoken to people who have had advanced careers in academia. I interacted with somebody who was a cancer research scientist. Can you imagine what that? And she runs a cake business. Well, she has been successful enough to be featured in Vogue. And I say good on you, right? But it almost feels as though she has to achieve those accolades for society to see her and judge her worth by the association she has. But I could equally be in my corner right here and still do amazing job and never get featured in Vogue and still be equally passionate and produce great cakes, right? So whilst we're having the chat and having laughs about it, let's remember the comment Carlos has just made. Look, good food is hard to come by, okay? Good food. And cake is some sort of food for you. So let me give you a tip. If you buy a cake and you can't read the ingredients and the name is so mono something that you don't know what the hell that is, that ain't a cake. Okay, honey? All right. Enough. Calm down. Okay? Let's looking great. You're making me want cupcakes now. Hello, Jade. Oh, Jade, it's you. Hi, honey. How are you? Thank you for the support. Jade is everywhere on my social media. Love you so much. Thank you for the support. Yes, my face is shining. Stockton Rider. My face is shining. I'll tell you why. Because I've been stood in this kitchen all afternoon baking and doing stuff. And I have lights around me and it's warm in this kitchen. So don't you worry. Okay, don't you worry about my face. It's not doing anything. Okay, Stockton. I hope you're okay though. Hello, people. If you're just joining the chat, we've been frosting these cupcakes. Now look, my face is so shiny you could see yourself in it. Can you see yourself in my face? Anyway, that is just by the way. It's because I've been here all day, okay? It's a lot of hard work doing what I do over here. And yeah, if you're just joining the chat, we've just frosted these cupcakes, a lot of them. There's the chocolate ones here. Let me just. There are all these cupcakes I literally just frosted, but there's more to frost, and also I have to create the custom logo toppers. The custom logo toppers. So, well, I hope so. So what am I baking next, Carlos? Okay, I'll tell you this. There has been suggestions for me to undertake some bakes. There's lemon poppy seed, and then there is pineapple upside down. That has been suggested. But I will not be doing that this week because these cupcakes go out tomorrow. And then I'm actually undertaking an exciting project. It's a red velvet cake that I'm going to be carving into a mystery cake. Okay, so join the live perhaps tomorrow. What you can do is right now, whilst we're talking, hit the like button for this video. You're watching it live, but hit the like button so you're supportive. But don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that when I'm back tomorrow starting with the mystery cake, you will be right here engaging and seeing exactly what I'm going to do. The mystery cake is a mystery because, I mean, if I tell you why it is a mystery cake, it will unveil the mystery. Okay, so I can't tell you, but it's an exciting project. It's nothing, the cake itself is super special for sentimental reasons, but it's a mystery. So we'll start the mystery and see how we can decorate that cake. It's the first time I am undertaking that project. So if you'd like to support, stay tuned and then we'll be back tomorrow. Now that I've said it, hopefully I don't pull out. But that's just by the way. Lynn, yeah. Oh, Carlo, you're asking if I do shipping. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Where are you watching me from, Carlo? Carlo said something really nice that her grandma has passed away, but she was a passionate baker. And so watching me bake and talk about cakes passionately just reminds him of that. Carlo, thank you so much. It was nice for you to share. I hope grandma is at rest. Um, Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you find some peace in your loss. Okay, I'm willing you well. I think for all that we've done today, okay, can we just like the video, share it, and then we're going to log out for today. It's been a marathon live session today. We've done 2 live sessions, okay, today. So that's a lot to take on. But whilst we're here, it's almost 10:30 in the UK, and I'm not done yet. I'm going to have to make the custom toppers for these cupcakes. So it's a long night for me. And whilst I want to stay here, oh, Massachusetts. Hi, hi. Oh, how is the weather there? And what's the time there? I have no idea. The weather thing is very British. So whilst I want to stay here and engage with all of you and talk to you all night, sadly, I have to go. And the simple reason is that I have lots of work to do. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Like the video here. So YouTube recommends the channel so that it also goes to support me in so many ways. There has been some helpful suggestions. Some people wanted to donate and all. Thank you so much for your your meaningful intentions and all of that. Unfortunately, I haven't activated my monetization at all. Maybe I should be looking into that. But besides all of that, wherever you are making my dreams come true, indulging me in my passion. Thank you so very much. And you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are.